Hello, YouTube. I was having a wine and collage night, and I thought I would bring you along with me to make a couple of pages in the everything book. I know we've been doing this a lot lately. I promise I'll do something different soon. This is just kind of where I'm at right now, but if you haven't seen all my videos, there's tons of other cool stuff to watch. Flip throughs, collage with me is talking about journals, talking about all that stuff. So please explore my other videos while I'm kind of stuck in this hole of just making pages in the everything book. Anyway, this notebook is from Archer and Olive. Link is in the description. I have no affiliation with them, but I do love them a lot and highly recommend their notebooks. Tell them I sent you if you want. This picture is actually from an insurance advertisement. I'm not sure what insurance company, but I have had it multiple times. I know that I have used, I think the one on the left, the beekeeper on the left, is in one of my tiny art journals. So I have I have like 6 flip throughs of my tiny art journals that I've finished, and that beekeeper is definitely in there somewhere. That happens to me a lot, that I'll just get repeated ads, but I don't mind using the same image twice, especially if it's like a cool one like that. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. And I like to keep the same ad if I see it twice, because sometimes you can do like a cool mirror image thing or something. So yeah, keep that in mind if you ever are like, oh, I already have that. It's like, well, maybe keep 2, you never know. And also, what if you like ripped one accidentally? Then you can have a backup. It's worth it to save both, but I save everything, so maybe I'm not a good judge of saving things. But yeah, so for the background, I just did this kind of like piecemeal ripped paper of this yellow. I think it's like leaves or something like that. And I love that the yellow in the background piece has this kind of texture that is really cool. And the yellow is like a slightly different shade than the beekeeper outfits. I think that turned out so cool. And I'm just kind of like holding down exactly where I want it to go, and then putting the adhesive down just to make sure that I have it in the exact right place. I do that a lot. Like I'll just like keep putting the bigger picture over top, hold it in place, and to make sure all your layers are right. That's always the trickiest part of collage, is making sure the layers are right, I think. But yeah, so this page is almost done. I was tempted to add text, but I decided to just kind of leave it as is. I really love how those yellows stand out. Pardon this wire. I was listening to my laptop with my headphones, and my Bluetooth ones won't connect to my laptop, so that's why that wire is in the way. So now we're doing our second page, and I was really excited about this one photo. It's a photo that I found in a National Geographic a while ago. I've had this picture for a while in my collection. I've been waiting for like the perfect moment to use it. But this is actually an actress. I looked it up because I wasn't sure. Her name was Dorothy Newell, and she did this photo in 1915, which is pretty badass and pretty cool. And I just love that photo. I love the sepia like color against these like colorful pieces as well. I just really wanted to highlight it. I kind of wish I had saved it for a larger art journal, because I do have to cut off a little bit of the words on the bottom, but I made sure you can still see what it says. I just had to cut off like a little bit of the W, but this looks so cool. It was really tricky to get it exactly where I wanted, so I wouldn't have to cut off too much of the words or too much of the top of her head. But I do think it turned out good. It was tricky, but I just went slow and I made it work. Speaking of voting, if you're not registered to vote, please do so. Link in description. Yeah, definitely do that. And so I'm just kind of holding everything down, making sure that it's all aligned, and then trimming. So yeah, so I had to trim a little bit, but I didn't lose too much of it, which is really good. And as always, I'm using photo mounting squares. It's all I use. I've been trying to play with glue stick lately, but I always return to the photo mounting squares. I'll link that in the description so you can see exactly which ones I mean. There was this little space right here near her shoulder where I just wanted to add a little additional floral. So I cut that little pink one, And it just adds a little layer of dimension that I really liked. I think that turned out very, very cute. And I also like how the colors in that picture balance the yellows of the page next to it. I think that turned out really cool too. Like I said, I know we've been collaging in this journal a lot. I've been super, super busy, so I kind of bulk filmed, but I promise I will be back with new fun stuff very, very soon. I hope that you've enjoyed this though, and here are our 2 pages. Pretty cool. I really like how these turned out. This everything book is really coming together so beautifully. And I'll see you next time to keep going. Bye.